Hello, welcome to eBooklancer channel. We are producing more than 8,000 videos this year for small medium business and internet marketer. You can get the advantage of this by subscribing our channel at the bottom of this video.
Hello and welcome back to 60 Minute Copy, and in this video we're going to go over the simple sales letter formula. Now we are revealing the entire formula to you in this video, and we're going to go through each step of the way. The first step will be the pre-headline, which you will see in your PDF, your example PDF. You will then see a headline, which you're probably very familiar with, which will give you the primary benefit. You'll then see a call to action to watch the video. So in other words, this is not going to be your call to action to buy the product. This is going to be your call to action in order to tell people, watch the following video. Next will come the big why. In other words, why should they continue reading the sales letter? If they've decided not to watch the video you want them to read, you want to tell them right away why they should keep reading. You'll then want to introduce to them the big problem that you are going to solve, and you want to make sure that your product is solving a pain point or a problem that you know is among those who are your buyers. And then you will present your product as the solution. Now, the next step, what you're going to do is describe the product. You'll then outline each video or set of videos. You're then going to provide benefit bullets, which will give the buyer the opportunity to know how their lives are going to change as a result of buying the product. You're then going to introduce some fast action bonuses so that the people know that your offer stands, and if they take action quickly, they'll be able to get all of the value. And if they don't, then of course, then they're not going to get all the available value. It is a scarcity play. You will then introduce to them the money back guarantee. Then you will do a slight comparison, and if you haven't done so in your fast action section, you will introduce some element of scarcity. You will then call them to action. In other words, you'll tell them what they need to do. Click the button to make the purchase or to add to cart, or whatever your call to action is, you will call them to action. You'll then end your sales letter with a cursive signature. You'll punctuate that cursive signature with a personal image. And then you'll give them a PS, which is also very important. And you will follow that with the payment button. Now, you'll see this in each element of your sales letter, and you'll see it highlighted, so you should be able to follow along as you see what you're going to be doing with your sales letter. So with that, now we will get into creating a sales letter for a product. Okay, welcome back to 60 Minute Copy. And in this video, we're going to talk about the pre-headline. Now, let's talk about some principles in doing a good pre-headline. What you want to do in the pre-headline is you want to, in a brief one-line statement, communicate easy. You want them to feel like what they're about to do is going to be very easy, and that it's not going to take any thought at all, that they're not going to have to put any work into it. Now, I realize that this may sound like an exaggeration, but this is necessary in order to start the process. You want to try to communicate that they're not going to have to know anything, right? No extra knowledge is going to be needed. You can succeed you can succeed with this if you buy it and you're not going to have to bring a lot of extra knowledge. You want to communicate it's going to be complete. There are not going to be any extra steps needed. You're probably going to wonder if this is possible to do in one sentence. You want to communicate that this is going to be a fast process. One way to write the headline is, pre-headline is, give me 30 minutes and. Right, you could say that, but we're going to show you a pre-headline here in a minute. If you choose to use numbers, exact is best. 33 minutes, 14 minutes, 17 minutes, 37 minutes. Now let's take a look at a pre-headline. Now, this is part of your formula. Watch over my shoulder as I reveal exactly. And you'll notice that really does communicate easy. You're not going to have to do anything. All you're going to have to do is watch over my shoulder. Communicate little or no work. No, there's not going to be any work involved. You're going to watch me, right? You're not going to have any knowledge, right? It's complete. The word exactly is there because it's going to be a complete system. I'm going to reveal exactly. So it's for, again, this is not something that is known. I'm going to reveal it, and I'm going to reveal it. It's going to be exact. Now, again, another way you could write this pre-headline is you could start by saying, give me 30 minutes, and I'll show you, or I'll reveal to you. If you do that, of course, you can use the minutes, and you would do exact minutes, 37 minutes, 44 minutes. Okay, that is your pre-headline. And in the case of the product that we're going to do, I'm really not going to change this at all. I'm going to leave the pre-headline exactly as it is, and I'm going to use it right out of the box. And in many cases, you can use this very same thing in anything that you are doing also. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the headline video. Okay, welcome back to 60-minute copy. And in this video, we're going to be going over the simple sales letter formula. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go to work on the headline. Now, in the headline, what you want to ask yourself is what the chief benefit is. In other words, how is their life going to change as a result of getting your product? And that should not sound dramatic to you. That's really the way you want to think about this. You want to get specific about how's your life going to improve, and you want to really emphasize that in the headline and make a big, bold statement to get people's attention. Now, people are really only concerned, for the most part, about health, money, and relationships. And you want to think in those terms very simply. And you don't want to venture too far outside of that unless you have specific knowledge about your customer or about your clients or about a particular niche. In your headline, you want to try to talk about the end goal. So you are going to be probably you're going to look at this as you're creating excitement, but at the same time, you don't want to think about an intermediate stage. You want to think about things that they got to do. You don't want to talk about those things in the headline. That's not the kind of thing that attracts attention. You want to attract their attention with something that they want, an end goal, and then your product is going to get them there. In fact, it's really in the way of them getting there. Now, you want to use tested power words, and I'm going to give you a link to that. You notice that there is a hyperlink there. If you look to your PDF, then you can click that link and it'll take you to an article. It'll give you about 30 power words. Use them liberally in your headline. And then, of course, where you can, be specific. Now, let's take a look at our headline that we have been working with, and then let's take a look at how it's going to fit into what we're doing. Okay, so now you see our headline formula. So what do we want to do with this formula now? Well, one of the things that we can do is we can always add the word easily or quickly or magically. Okay, I like to add how to easily turn. Notice that you're using the word turn and not create. Again, create indicates work. Now, this says you're unused. I'm going to turn that into any. Turn any based on the product that we are creating, because we're going to be taking the product is going to take a PLR product. So we want people to feel like they're going to get the product and be able to turn any PLR product into a non-stop money machine. How to easily turn any PLR product into a non-stop money-making machine starting right now. And we can add some other, we can add magically, we could use that. Again, we want to indicate no work, no hassle. Okay, so because the product we're working with is a specific product, we want to say you can take this formula. We're going to show you how you're going to be able to do this with any product. Watch over my shoulder as I reveal exactly how to magically turn any PLR product into a non-stop money-making machine. And you do want to say starting right now. Okay, you should always communicate something is going to happen immediately in order for them to get the benefit. Okay, so again, we are on a 45-minute to 1 hour schedule. We are on track, so we have completed the headline and we have completed this part of the project. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next stage of the sales letter.